Hello, everybody. Wanted to give you a quick rundown of what this week's homework is. If you weren't aware, I was not at school on Monday and Tuesday for a family emergency, so we're kind of getting caught up today. So this week in science, we're talking about matter. So kind of make this a little bit bigger here, make my face a little bit smaller so you can kind of see what we went through. There we go. So we talked about yesterday with Miss Hawkins, they talked about what their favorite food was. And they just talked about what they already knew about matter, what they wanted to learn about matter, and we're going to later on fill out the learn section about what they have learned. Keep moving. There we go. And then they watched about the anteater, and while they were watching the anteater, they figured out why the anteater eats termites, which adaptation helps the anteater find its prey. They talked about how energy is used in the video. So basically, the termites go and find wood and build and eat and then build their own colony. The anteater goes through and finds the termites, and then they eat the termites, and it goes into their system so that they can go on, and then they get eaten by a predator. Then they had to summarize what the video showed you, which kind of just did. We talked about systems. So basically a system is made up of different parts that work together to make a whole. So think of a forest ecosystem, our bodies, and the planet as a whole. And then we also talked about how energies in cell phones and cars, how they flow through to make everything work. Then we talked about the food chain. There was a little quick video that they watched, and it talks about how we get our food from other sources, and then that source can feed something else and something else and something else as it goes on. So if you notice from the little video, it just talks about the fly is eaten by the frog is eaten by the snake is eaten by the hawk. And that is the food chain system there. Or I guess it was an owl. All right, so then for today, we started to research. So we talked about energy again, and we talked about how we get energy from the food that we eat. So their job is to research 5 favorite foods with their group. So each one is going through like meat, and they're going to pick 5 different meats that they like. So hamburger, bacon, sausage, ribs, and hot wings, something like that. Then they're going to gather information about that food group. So your kid is coming home today with that paper that we started on in class. So it will say on there which one they chose to research, either meat, fruit, vegetable, dairy, or grains. So our topic is food chains, meat, dairy, vegetable, fruit, or grains. They're going to write down questions. So this is the section we're on right now. Write down questions that help you become an expert on that topic. So if you're doing fruit, where in the world does a banana grow? Which has more calories, a banana or an orange? How does a banana get to the United States, or to get to Tennessee, or something like that? They're coming up with questions that they're going to look up tomorrow during science during our SCIM section. So normally I don't send home homework in the middle of the week that's due the next day, but this is an exception just because we had a little bit of a hard time staying on task and getting our science work done with our group. So we're going to have to do a little bit on our own in order to make it work. So it was a little white sheet of paper that they came home with, and all they have to do is they've already picked a topic. They should have already started writing down questions with their team. And then tomorrow we're going to come to school and we're going to do the research portion of it. So they do have to turn in that paper tomorrow. All right, and I will send out a list of things that went home in the folder as well. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.